So welcome back to another episode, and by the title you can already tell that we're not getting a new Phantasy Star game for consoles or even in the North American market. Yes, we're getting another mobile game, and this time it's Phantasy Star, the game we all wanted finally on mobiles. No, we didn't. No, we've been waiting a very long time in this country for anything Phantasy Star related. These are some of the last games that were ever released in the series. Obviously in Japan they have Phantasy Star Online 2. We've never gotten that. Even though they announced it, we were supposed to get it a couple of years ago on PS4, and then nothing. And so I must admit I was kind of excited when I heard there was a new Phantasy Star being the 30th anniversary of Phantasy Star. I'm like, oh my god, what could it be? And then the announcement website went up with a countdown. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, iOS and Android, okay. Oh, it's a mobile game, of course. Of course, and I was very deflated quite a lot, especially seeing that 30th anniversary logo with Meow there. You know, something from Phantasy Star 1, and I was like, oh, okay. And I must admit, I knew what this was, but I'm still disappointed. But honestly, I'm not that much of a hater. Hear me out, hear me out. I'm the biggest Phantasy Star fan known to mankind. A website just went up, and the game is called IDOLA Phantasy Star Saga. That is the name of the mobile game. It has gone live, but the countdown is still going up on the 30th anniversary site for another 12 hours at the time of this recording. And what I want to say is there's a video on YouTube that they released, a teaser. How was it? It wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be. It ain't good, but it's not horrendous. I don't even, is that a good thing to say? I don't know. It's nothing that I want to play. It's nothing that I would go out of my way to figure out a way to play. It's got this command battle system. You can play as a light or a chaos side. And it's interesting, and it's not the Phantasy Star we wanted. It's not the Phantasy Star I want at all in any regard. And the character designs are okay. The graphics are not bad. It's kind of unusual, kind of a side view action battle system. I don't know what to make of it. It looks average at best. So the game takes place on the planet Vandal, and you play as a race of people fighting against these monsters known as the IDOLA. And that's all we really have for a plot right now, and I don't know. I'm not going to go on and on about how I didn't want this, but I certainly didn't. And it's so upsetting that Phantasy Star has such a wonderful legacy that has so many people. I don't think Saga of Japan realizes the fan base that exists for Phantasy Star still. I see so many younger people talking about how they played Phantasy Star 4 and it's like one of their favorite old school RPGs. And I think that, as I said this in my Octopath, why that game was selling out. I think there's a lot more people who have discovered the Phantasy Star series through emulation. And I think there is a need and a lust and a love and a want for Phantasy Star games. It's kind of like Rob. Rob wanted more Mega Man games. And he's got them, and he's got them in a pretty good way now, going forward with Mega Man 11. Me being the Phantasy Star fan, it's been terrible for Phantasy Star fans, hasn't it? Over the years, it's been the worst of the worst. And this new game has come out. It's coming out in 2018 for Japan only, on mobile devices, and it's disappointing. That's for sure. What do you guys think of this news? Or for all the big Phantasy Star fans, I'm asking you, what do you think about this news? It's kind of sad. It is kind of sad. It's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. And I'm telling you, the lead up to this was driving me crazy because on the website, it kept showing a character kind of wearing a knight's uniform and then taking off the armor And then it revealed this girl, and I was like, is this Alice Landale? I was thinking it was the main character from Phantasy Star 1. And I thought, are they bringing this character back? It's like, oh no, it's not. It's a whole new game with new characters, and it's kind of got a cutesy style of look to it. And yeah. So, yeah. This is the news. This is the news. This is what I didn't want to report. This is not what I wanted at all. I'm getting out of here because I'm just going to keep on going droning on about how disappointed I am. But as I say, you know, if it comes out over here, will I give it a shot? Of course I will. I'll try it out, but I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. So anyways, guys, till next time.